What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today I have 5 stories coming out of the subreddit IDontWorkHereLady. I am giving away 4 Amazon gift cards at 2500 subscribers, which is in 300 subscribers, so go ahead and participate. Like this video if you're having fun with me and drop a fire emoji in the comments if the video is fire. Congratulations Commando for the comment of the day. I've been yelled at in Mandarin at Bunnings. I am in the middle of replacing a kitchen and today I was trying, unsuccessfully, to order a customized bench top at Bunnings at their special orders desk. For those outside New Zealand, Bunnings is a DIY wannabe place where you might find what you need at inflated prices and dubious quality. The staff wears a shocking red tee with a big logo on the back and a khaki apron. It is virtually impossible to not understand who works there and who is a customer. Back to the story. I was working with the kitchen expert on the size, color and price of the aforementioned bench top and she walked away to the printer to pick up the plan. The special orders desk is right in the middle of the kitchen and bathroom department, and right behind me there was this massive display with taps and faucets with all sorts of kitcheny and bathroomy doodas. While I was daydreaming about a surprisingly small price for my order, I hear behind me what I initially thought it was a very late and angry Santa. Ho ho ho! I turn around to see what is the commotion and I see a couple of pin-sized Asians, one of them holding to dear life to a laundry tap screwed to the display wall. Side note, I was wearing a grey tee, jeans short, summer hair and a hot day for Auckland, and sandals. Definitely not a Bunnings attire. I look at the 2 ad hoc comedians and smile. Their genuine concern regarding the well-being of that display tap was a bit too much. This was not an expected reaction as they started frowning and shaking the tap while chattering quickly in Mandarin. I am white European and my knowledge of any Asian languages stops at knowing they exist. I smile again and realize I am in the middle of a big IDontWorkHereLady crisis. And all I can come out with is, yes, that's a tap. What about it? Definitely not the expected reaction. Probably I was supposed to jump off the chair and go find that bloody tap for them. The guy holding it raised his voice, still in Mandarin, and furiously shaking the poor thing, which finally gave up and came off the display wall. At this stage, the lady working with me comes back with the printed plans and I focus on that. Another big mistake which annoyed greatly our impatient plumber as he came around the desk we were sitting at, smashed down the tap attached to the display plate thing and started yelling at me about what I suspect was my abysmal customer service abilities. It took the best part of 10 minutes. 2 staff members who somehow managed to find a third one speaking Mandarin to calm the guy down, explain him that not everyone in the store is an employee even if they sit down in front of a PC and find his washing machine tap. I still was not able to get my bench top as there has been some software update and the system cannot price length with decimal points. I have to come back Monday and I hope I don't end up with a shower head up in my butt. Well, I hope you don't as well because that will be pretty uncomfortable. Let's get to the next story. I am not a member of the crew. A few years ago, I went on a cruise with my family. A few important things to know about the cruise are that, number 1, it does not leave US ports and is flagged in the US, so it has to follow US labor law and also has a majority US citizens / permanent resident workers. A lot of the workers are Black Americans. This is very different from most cruise ships. Number 2, this cruise is more expensive than a similar cruise with the same amenities, ship size, etc. because of number 1. Number 3, in part because of number 2 and also because we sail during the school year, the demographic on this cruise is mostly white Americans in their 50s and 60s. I am a Black American female in her mid-30s at the time. I was at the bar in a maxi dress with a cruise card in hand. The ship is in port, so it is relatively empty. The bartender is also a Black female in her 30s. Due to her bartending skills and the proximity of the bar to my cabin, this is my go-to bar. The bartender recognizes me and we exchange some friendly banter as I ask about various drinks. Up walks a white woman in her 50s or so who appears tipsy. She walks up very closely to my right shoulder. And then this happens. Oh, you having a good time on your day off? I give her a confused side glance and then I continue to place my order. I did not really pick up yet that she thought I work on the ship. I actually thought she was drunk and asking about my vacation. You girls have a good time. I don't have a problem waiting. She literally had just walked up, so this was a weird statement to make. I finally recognized that she thinks I work on the ship. I slow down my order taking and ask more questions. The woman is being passive aggressive. Don't worry about me, I'll just wait until you girls finish chatting. The lady continues to make passive aggressive comments about waiting for us girls to finish chatting. At this point, the woman not drunk husband walks over and she turns to him and says, I didn't know the crew could order at these bars. I guess it is because she's off. At this point, I turn fully to the lady, with clear annoyance on my face, to finally say something. But before I can, her husband says, enjoy your cruise, and drags her away as she protests that she wants another drink. I guess in his not drunken state, he could clearly make out that I was a passenger and not a crew member. The bartender and I are then left alone again, so we chat a little about the incident. I guess I should thank the lady though, because I got taken care of by that bartender for the rest of the cruise. I understand why she thought you were an employee. Well, it's because you fitted the demographic of the employees. But I wonder why didn't she just politely try to ask what was going on or try to place an order? That was weird. She was just saying nonsense. The writer of this post was actually ordering and she knew that Karen had no clue what was going on. To me, they are both wrong. It looks like some malicious compliance to me, but quick reminder, we are close to 2,500 subscribers, so if you want to help me reach this goal, subscribe to the channel. What's your emergency? I used to work for a county fire department. We could pick up overtime working special events at the college sport arena / coliseum. Our uniform consists of navy blue work / duty pants, black work boots, and a navy blue work shirt with our department patch on one sleeve and either a paramedic or EMT patch on the other. All of this is topped off with a radio that has an attached mic. The students that works for the arena are required to dress up, skirts or slacks, dress shirts, tie, etc. They also carry walkie-talkies. This is a pretty small venue, maybe 8,000 seats, and when you walk in, you can literally see every seat. They are huge letters, maybe 10 feet tall, painted on the wall over each section indicating the section. And now for the story. I was working an event, standing out on the breezeway, when a clueless sports fan, CSF, walks up to me. Can you direct me to my seats? Ma'am, I am here for EMS standby. I am in section 8. Do you have an emergency? Well, I cannot find my seats. What the hell, lady? As I look up at the numbers painted on the wall, yes ma'am, looks like your seat is over there. And I point her in the direction of section 2, in the opposite direction of section 8. Thank you. You're welcome. Enjoy the game. Come back when you have chest pain or shortness of breath. Damn, that's such a curse to put on someone. Come back when you have chest pain. I will never hear someone curse someone else outside of the medical field with one of those stuff. It's kind of awesome, but really dark at the same time. It is like if you will be a professional athlete and you wish to someone to get an injury. That's like super mean, especially since you are in the field, so you know how much it means. You are doing something other than playing. You must be in charge. At my elementary school, they had a duathlon where kids run and bike. For the IB middle years program, I needed 20 hours of community service a year. I thought of helping at a super fun activity at my old school would be fun. My job was using kindergarten chalk to mark the finish lines. One for K2, one for 3-5 for the running part of the race. I was just lying down and marking 100 meters from finish. 75, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and finish. Now the story. I was marking the various lines and suddenly feel a kick in the arse. Excuse me, where can I find about blank? It was some sort of t-shirt information. Ow, I'm sorry, I don't know. Ask the person in charge. She kicks me again. I don't see anyone else here, so you've got to be in charge. Now I have strong Irish heritage, so I can do a strong Irish accent. Listen, idiot, if you are kicking me in the arse again, you are being booted to high heaven. I play kicker for the football team. Do you want to see if I have practice? The lady is stunned to see a kid in Christian Virginia suburbs swear, storms away. By the way, after this, my arse hurt for 3 days. How about you press charges? I will never let a lady kick me in the arse, ever. Let alone anyone kick me at all. You were at elementary school. You're like basically a kid. Why did the lady think it was a good idea to kick a kid in order to ask a question? Who does that? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Karens. Karens do that. It's pretty much common practice. It is basically page 1 in their 101 how to be a great Karen. Anyway, if you're having fun with me, remember to subscribe to the channel. That will help me a lot. I'm not always funny, but when I am, it's worth the shot. And I story tell some pretty good stories, so let's do it. Go ahead and subscribe. Should I call them too? Years ago, while I was in college, I found a job as a systems admin for a very new tiny web host. We had 24/7 support, but all that meant is we had 4 employees working phones, one alternating 12-hour shifts, so only one employee was working at any given time. One weekend, I got a call from a lady who was distraught. DL for the distraught lady and me is me. Hi, thank you for calling. How can I help you today? I need to speak to your manager. I'm sorry ma'am, but we don't have a manager working over the weekends. The earliest I can have one get in contact with you will be 9:30 on Monday. Is there anything I can perhaps help you with? My website is down. I can definitely take a look into that for you now. Can you give me all your information so I can start looking into it? It is down now. I can't wait to give you all my information. It needs to be fixed immediately. Ma'am, unfortunately, I cannot locate your specific website without information from you. Can you at least give me the domain name? It is example.com. You should know this already. I'll take a look into it immediately for you. I then proceed to pull up the site with no issues. I check the server, no problems. I check our ISPs, no major service interruptions. I VPN to a computer I have at home. The site loads fine, even from an external source. Ma'am, I am currently able to pull up the site from both my office computer and an external computer. I cannot find any issues at all. Can you check if it is still not working for you? Terrible support. Call your manager in. I need to speak with him now. I then proceed to attempt to calm the client down for a few minutes. That is standard procedure at our data center. Finally, she agrees to test. The site is still down. That's quite strange. Does the page give you any warning? No, it just won't load the page. Can you send me a screenshot of the issue? My email won't work either. I will be compensated for this mess. Ma'am, can you open up google.com for me? Oh my god, Google is down too. You need to call them and tell them their site is down too. Ma'am, I don't think Google is down. I believe your local internet service provider is having issues. You are my internet service provider. No ma'am, we're not an internet service provider. We're a web host. We put your site on the internet. Your internet service provider is who connects your house to the internet. I am sure I talked to your sales guy and you are my internet service provider. You need to fix this. Ma'am, we don't have sales guys. If someone calls our sales line, it gets routed to me. We're a very small company and I wear several hats currently. If you are the sales guy, then I need to purchase your ISP services immediately. Ma'am, we are not an internet service provider. This is not a service we offer. Do you think I should call Google and tell them their site is down? Yes ma'am, I do think that. Let me know what they say. The lady hung up the phone and never called back. I checked her call records the next weekend. She never called to speak to my manager. Man, I hope she called Google. It's been years and I still think about her from time to time. If she is not familiar with technology, it can be pretty confusing. I mean, I see why she could confuse a web host to an internet service provider, especially if she's not in charge of all of this. It still surprises me that she doesn't know the difference between a web host and an internet service provider, because she must be a business, because individuals does not have websites. So if she has a business or is part of a business, how come she does not know the difference? Maybe she's just a Karen and she thought that all employees work at every company ever. Remember that I am hosting a giveaway very shortly. Once we reach 2,500 subscribers, I will be giving away 4 Amazon gift cards and I hope you will be able to participate and have fun with these cards. So make sure you are subscribed and not miss out. I wish you all a beautiful day and I hope you're doing your best to reach your dreams, live a fulfilled life, have fun and love the people around you.